Hey everybody, this is Chris at Reptiles. Thank you for joining me once again on this Saturday video. If you guys don't know, I release a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I release them at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Today I'm going to talk about something that it's actually kind of neglected. So I talk about a lot of videos about making money and how easy it can be breeding ball pythons. Now, I've had videos, you can definitely check them out here. I've had videos how to make money the first year breeding ball pythons, and it is very much possible. Now, if I was in the same shoes, I would definitely put that money back in, because you're going to be in the exact same situation if you don't put that money back in and upgrade. Last year, I had a really good year. For me, it was my first big year, but I actually turned all that money back into it. I could have actually walked away and had a pretty good wad in my pocket, but I decided to roll it back into the business. I like to keep on growing. I want to get bigger. And you guys, that's one thing I want to talk about today. You guys gotta look about this as a hobby again. A lot of people are thinking about quick money, quick bucks, and the main thing is you gotta think about this as a hobby first. And what I mean by that, because you know me, I'm always talking about money, and how I like to make money. Because there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, I'm not gonna shame you for wanting to make money. People might look at me bad wanting to make money doing this. There's nothing wrong with doing what you love and making money. But the thing is though, is don't get your eyes so focused on money that you forget about the love of doing this. That's the main thing, is you gotta remember that the reason why you started this was that you loved reptiles and breeding reptiles. So I'll be truthful with you. The first year I did this, I didn't make any money. I actually lost money. I put so much money in. I think most people do. I did a lot of things wrong. I got a bunch of tiny females. I got a bunch of females that I couldn't even breed for 2 to 3 years. I got some high-end ones and some different kinds, and I had to wait for them to all grow up. And after about next year, I realized, well, I should have bought some adults, because I can get some, cheaper adults, and that started working out pretty well for me. I had my first hatchling the second year. The third year doing this was the year that I decided I'm going to do this full time, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Even after I retire from my other job, this is what I want to do. And, excuse me, it's the first time I started actually seeing money come into my hand. Had a decent amount of hatchlings, and I actually sold them and made some money. The fourth year I saw a good amount of money come in, and I was actually pretty impressed how much money came in. Because I'll be upfront with you. Me and my wife, we both work at an RV center. We both she is the warranty manager and I am the service manager. I run the service shop. Well, me and another guy do. Me and the shop foreman do. He runs the shop and I run all the scheduling, all the money, all the service contracts, all that stuff. My job is to make as much money possible for this business. And my wife, her job is to make as much money doing warranty, or at least try to recoup the money for warranty. So we both work around money. So we make pretty good money. Not just from there, we also have a bunch of side projects going. So it works out really, we make actually pretty good, decent money here in Yakima. We are way above the median average. That being said, the money I made the 5th year actually impressed me. It was like, well, that's a pretty decent amount of money. Now, be honest, I didn't keep any of it. I turned it right back into the business. I bought some more snakes, bought some more racks, bought some more equipment, bought things I needed. I invested them into, rats and building racks for my rats. Even though you could take this money and pocket it, to me, it's not the right choice. Because if you think of this as a hobby, and you're making money someplace else, you should be putting that money back in and growing your business or hobby. I'd say honestly, probably the first 4, maybe 5 years, you probably won't make a lot of money if you're doing this right. You'll put that money back into the business. That's what I've done so far. I haven't took any money out of this business. I personally never actually took money out of the business, and I've actually benefited from it. Now I guess I benefited from it because I bought some animals that weren't technically for the business, but I mean they still kind of help my, my persona, I guess. But I bought me some things that I wanted, some on my I guess my bucket list. That being said, though, 98% of the money goes back into the business. So what I'm getting at is, if you don't need that money, you should put it back in the business. Obviously, if you're at the point where you can't eat, you can't pay for your car, you should take some money out. But what I'm saying is, like, I have a job that supports my family. I have plenty of money to go do what I want to do. I take all that money and roll it back into my business. Now, if I was like impoverished and I had to feed my kids, I would definitely take that money. But I'm just saying, think of it as a hobby and you'll grow faster. Because if you just live on the money that you have right now, that you've been living on for a long time, like I have, I live very comfortably, and I don't need the money that I made from Reptiles. So I roll it all back into the business. So I can grow my business way faster than I could by just taking my extra money out of my personal, funds. And that's why I'm saying the first 5 years, I wouldn't take any money out of your business. There's a certain point where, you got to the place where, you at least want to be starting out, or, you're comfortable and you can actually make a decent amount of money. Then you can start giving yourself a salary. But what I would say first is budget what you need. Take, like I need a Reptile chip. I need this rack. Also, I need to get another male for this female. Take all that money out first, and then you can add some, to your own personal wallet. But what I'm saying is, you've already learned to live without that money. So it's so much better to take that money back in and build your hobby bigger, or get better cages, get better racks, get better toys, I guess, better equipment. I mean, that thing is like an ARS rack makes my life so much easier than a sea serpent rack. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's night and day. It's so much easier, especially if you want to get into a lot more snakes. Maybe you want to get like 100 snakes or 200 snakes. I'm telling you, cleaning out those ARS racks make it so much more easier than the sea serpents. I had sea serpents, and don't get me wrong, sea serpent is a good product. I mean, it's better than homemade racks, and they're actually working. I know people that do them fine, but I'm just saying, it's better to put money back into the equipment that's going to last you a lifetime and help you, become better at what you're doing. Equipment's important. Better snakes. I mean, constantly bring in new snakes and higher morphs. I mean, that's what I do. I start with these morphs, and I get better ones, or I breed my own. But I also like, well, this would go really good with this one. I look on Morph Market and find that snake that's really gonna pair well with it, and I'll buy it. Having that money, in your account, say I can just pull it out and buy what I want, can make your business grow so much faster. Now, like I said before, by all means, if you need that money, take that money. I mean, if you have to, like, I don't want your kids to starve. I don't want you to get your car repoed or your lights turned off in your house. But if you're comfortable like I am, and I don't need that money, don't take that money. I mean, start your business up, out of your own pocket, and then for a while, put that money back in, whatever you make, and build your business up. So you're not taking any more money out of your own personal expenses, and you'll grow a lot faster, and you won't have all the frustrations. That's what I'm saying. You need to treat it like a hobby, but also, can you make money breeding ball pythons? That I know for a fact you can. I can look at you right here. I know for a fact I can make a pretty decent living breeding ball pythons. Maybe because I live in Washington, maybe it's because I'm outgoing, maybe it's because I'm pretty forward, I'm upfront with people. I don't know, but it's easy for me to sell my snakes and I do pretty well. I have people here that want to buy them all the time. I have a pet shop that would be willing to buy them from me and sell them for me. Selling my snakes is not a problem. Actually, right now the problem is not having enough snakes for me anyways at this point in time. But if you know me, I'm a very outgoing person. I have no inhibitions. I'm not afraid to get in someone's like face and talk to you about stuff. I'm an outgoing person. Obviously, so I do videos. That being said, don't be a money grubber. I'm just saying that if you're only doing this for money, you're gonna fade really fast. Because if you kind of forget why you did it in the first place and why you love this hobby, it'll destroy you. The reason why I got into reptiles is because I love reptiles. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. It's something that was inside of me. When I first got my first reptile, it's just like, wow, I like this. It's amazing. I forego fishing. I forego hunting. I forego a lot of hobbies that I had to do this. For some reason, it just hit me. I struck a chord, and it's what I wanted to do. I don't know why. Maybe I was born this way or something. I don't know. Maybe I have a reptile gene inside of me or something. My family says so because I'm a very cold-blooded person. I have to be warm all the time. I wear always wear undershirts and stuff like that because I'm always cold. So maybe I am part reptile. I don't know. But guys, don't forget the love of breeding these animals. I mean, the love of like cutting eggs open and seeing what you bred, you know, and the possibilities of having these morphs and things that that you can do with this. I mean, don't forget the the giddiness, the schoolboy feeling of like, or schoolgirl, whoever's watching this, of like, what can I do or what the possibilities can be. Every time I look on Instagram, I see snakes, like, wow, they just blow my mind. It's like, I want to do that. And just don't forget the love of what you do. I can give you all the things. I can give you, break down all the ways to make money doing this. I mean, selling snakes, doing YouTube, breeding rats, breeding mealworms, breeding dubia roaches. There's lots of ways to bring in income if you just use that noggin. But if you lose the love of this industry or lose the love of breeding reptiles, all that makes no sense. I mean, if you go to work one day and you get like, the only I can think of is like you eat the same food every day. You eat cornflakes over and over again. After a while, you want to stop eating. If you forget the love of, you do the same thing over again and you actually just treat it like it's a job, you will lose the interest of this and the love of this. The reason why it got you in this in the first place. It's just so important that you realized and remember that you love this industry. And this, guys, I mean, we want to further the cause. I see people at reptile shows actually rude to people asking dumb questions. And what I mean by dumb questions is questions that someone who's been breeding reptiles or even keeping reptiles for over a year would never ask. And I've seen people belittle them because they're asking questions, and I always answer their questions because you want people to come in this community and be part of this. Everybody that asks me a question on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, I answer them instantly, because the reason why I got into this industry is because I love the community. I love being part of the community. I love helping people out. I love the feeling of when I sell a snake to somebody and help them set up and answer questions and see them, give me, messages and show me their snake getting bigger and stuff. To me, that's an awesome feeling, because I produced that snake. It's at their house. It's their pet. It's a wonderful feeling. And if you lose sight of that, and this just becomes a mundane thing, trying to make snakes, even the love of like breeding snakes, trying to create more combinations that, like I always think about new combinations I can do. I have them on the list. I want to try this out. I want to try this out. I want to get this going. If you lose that love, you'll forget about those things. You're like, this is good enough. And I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for Justin Kaboka. I just saw some things he posted on YouTube like a day ago, and those snakes made my mouth just drop. You know, when I look on Instagram and I see some of the things that Ozzy posts on Instagram, it just blows my mind. And it gets me more excited and more pumped up. And I want to do that. I want to make those kind of snakes. So, guys, I'm just letting you know that don't lose the love of doing this. Don't think about just money. Don't think about, you know, just retiring. I want to do that because I want to do this. I mean, I want to educate people. I want to, be a pet distributor. I want people to have pets. And I also just want to bring out the love of reptiles that I have to other people and explain to them that they're great creatures and wonderful creatures, just as cool as other animals. And that's my goal. And that's why I want to do it. Do I want to do this full time? Yes. Do I want to make money doing this? Of course I do. But that is not my only focus. It's a focus that I have because that's the way my mind works. I'm always thinking about ways of making money because that's who I am. That's what I guess I was gifted with. Every kind of job I've ever had, I always had to figure out creative ways of making money, how to make more money. I worked at Windkill for a long time at the thrift store. Constantly had to think about what to put on the wall, what to do this, what people are going to come and buy. Took classes and things, how to market certain products. It's just what it is. I mean, that's who I am. But I bring that into the ball pythons. But I'll tell you this right now, even if I make lots of money doing this, I'll still always have the excitement of breeding snakes, the excitement of opening those eggs and hoping everything hits and all the morphs come together. Even if they don't, it's still exciting. But I love that feeling. I love just being part of this community. Anyways, guys, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope that it brings you some, excitement, some motivation to be, to take this community further, take your business or your collection further. Don't lose the love of these animals. Anyways, guys, check out some of my videos right here. I really appreciate it. Also, smash that subscribe button. If you guys like my videos or get anything from them, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, at least in about 5 months. I'm on task, and I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Love you guys. Later.